Hello and welcome to my channel for news about the Fact Gossip 24. Please follow and subscribe for more information. Alana, your friend, is me. Let's begin.
Cancel out some negativity. 90-Day Fiancé's Brandon Gibbs reveals new outlook on life after major relationship news with Julia Trubkina and health update. 90-Day. The Last Resort star Brandon Gibbs is receiving praise from wife Julia Trubkina for his new life mantra after she revealed shocking news about his health and hinted at a split following the tell-all. Brandon and Julia may have looked happy together on social media, but the real issues in their married life were revealed during couples therapy. Julia had cheated on Brandon when they were engaged. Julia also didn't want a baby with Brandon and wanted to get her parents to the US against his wishes. Julia and Brandon vowed to stay married at the recommitment ceremony. Brandon shared a happy picture of himself on Instagram holding a little goat. Brandon posed for the camera as he revealed how he planned to live his life after his recovery. "Let's cancel out some negativity," Brandon wrote in the caption. He asked his followers to look at how positively cute the goat was. Julia replied to Brandon by writing cute in the comment section. Brandon talking about letting the negativity in this life go away could mean a lot of things. Brandon developed severe trust issues due to Julia cheating on him with her ex-boyfriend. This is something that Brandon didn't mention during his debut 90-Day Fiancé Season 8. Even Brandon's parents didn't know about it. Brandon could have worried that his parents would stop him from marrying Julia if they'd learned of her infidelity. However, unlike Brandon, Ron and Betty Gibbs didn't think it was that big a deal, as revealed during the tell-all. It was Brandon who was frustrated upon knowing Julia had kissed her ex. He scolded her when she wore revealing clothes. He didn't want her to work as a go-go dancer at a strip club. Julia knew that Brandon's anxiety had landed him in the hospital once. She may have tried not to add to his worries by doing something against his wishes. However, it was Brandon who needed to do away with his negative thoughts first. He may have finally realized that Julia was a faithful wife and would never betray him, leading to his new positive outlook. Brandon's post not only confirms that he's doing much better now, but it also confirms that Brandon and Julia are still together despite his hesitation to forget Julia's past mistake. Julia recently hinted at trouble in paradise when she declared she was going to focus on herself, her dogs, business, family, and friends in a caption and never mentioned Brandon's name in her list. Still, Julia's sweet comment on her 90-day, The Last Resort star husband's post shows that she could have just been trying to create some drama to keep fans invested in her storyline. If there's one thing 90-Day Fiancé fans have learned over the years, it's that life can change in an instant, and for Brandon Gibbs, it certainly has. The once reserved Virginia farm boy who found love with fiery Russian beauty Julia Trubkina is now speaking out about the power of perspective, self-care, and canceling out negativity after some life-altering personal revelations. From farm life to franchise fame, Brandon and Julia captured viewers' hearts when they first appeared on 90-Day Fiancé Season 8. Their story was charmingly awkward, a quiet, country-raised man with overprotective parents falling for a bold, outspoken woman from across the globe. From meddling in-laws to culture clashes and explosive fights about farm chores, their journey wasn't easy, but it was always real. In recent months, however, rumors have swirled about their relationship status. Social media sleuths noticed fewer couple photos, cryptic Instagram stories, and separate appearances at events. Now, Brandon has decided to open up, not only about where things stand with Julia but also about a personal health scare that gave him a fresh outlook on life. Major relationship news. In a heartfelt interview on a popular reality TV podcast, Brandon addressed the speculation. "Julia and I have had our ups and downs, like any couple," he began. "We've been through a lot, and sometimes life takes you in unexpected directions." Without confirming a breakup, Brandon acknowledged they are currently taking space to work on themselves individually. We both realized that in order to be strong together, you have to be strong on your own first. Right now, we're focusing on personal growth. It doesn't mean we don't care about each other. It's about becoming better people, for ourselves and for each other, whatever the future holds. Julia, who recently launched her own fitness brand and modeling ventures, has remained relatively quiet on the subject, though she did post a message about choosing peace over chaos, which fans speculated might hint at the separation. A health scare that changed everything. What pushed Brandon to reevaluate his life wasn't just relationship struggles, it was a sudden health issue that caught him by surprise. "A couple months ago, I started feeling off," Brandon revealed. "Fatigued, anxious, and honestly, just not like myself. At first, I thought it was stress or maybe burnout from everything going on. But then I started having some health scares that forced me to finally go to the doctor." Though Brandon didn't go into full detail, he shared that it was a wake-up call. "It made me realize how fragile life is, and how much negativity I was letting weigh me down," he said. "From internet trolls to personal doubts, I was carrying too much. And it was affecting me physically, mentally, and emotionally." That's when Brandon decided to adopt a new personal motto: cancel out some negativity. The cancel out some negativity mindset. "It started as a joke," Brandon laughed. "I'd see a negative comment or get stuck in a bad mood and tell myself, cancel that out. But then it became a serious habit. I began actively choosing what energy I allowed into my life." He described practical ways he's embraced this new outlook. "Limiting social media use, I take breaks. I don't read the comments like I used to. It's not about ignoring people, it's about protecting my peace. Practicing gratitude, every morning, I list 3 things I'm grateful for. Even if it's something small like a sunny day or a good cup of coffee. Setting boundaries, whether it's online or in real life, I've learned it's okay to say no. You don't have to explain yourself to everyone. Focusing on health, I've started eating better, exercising, and getting outside more. It makes a huge difference. New projects and fresh starts." With his health on the mend and a renewed mindset, Brandon hinted that he's working on several personal projects outside of reality TV.